everybody.
How you doing?
Today we're at the wonderful Meow Barks Boutique.
Traci Evans spot.
Yes.
We are
Two besties.
one hot sip. About to check out some fashion from our girl Traci.
We gotta get ready for the fall. Come on, ladies.
Hey, how you doing? We're here with Traci Evans
Of Meow Barks at 1537 San Marco Boulevard.
Yes.
You've never seen fashion like this before anywhere in Duval, as they call it.
She got it.
Not
She
only
got
does
it
she
all.
sell the fashion, she also makes it too for the special people. And there's a
Special.
cost with that.
Special.
Like them.
special.
Yes. Okay. We're in the club now.
So
We're in the club.
introducing Traci Evans of Meow Barks Boutique here in Jacksonville, Florida. Traci, welcome.
Thank y'all so much for having me. I know these ladies.
Yes, you do.
Look, Monique Blue has been running the city.
But I wish my paycheck
Running,
showed that.
running.
And then Kira I met Kira, next door neighbor to Nico was a hairstylist. Kira would come over. So I really love these ladies. And both of them have great style as well.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
great. So I'm in
Thank
good
you.
company today.
She dressed me for one of my birthday
I
parties.
did.
A long
That's
So
time
we're
ago.
here for some
Yes,
style
yes.
because Fashion Week is coming up, and even
yeah.
though we're in Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida, we're still, up north people. So we still love fashion no matter what. So we want to get into that. Like, what made you get into fashion in the first place? We'll start with that. You can introduce yourself from your beginning to your now.
All right. So I would probably say fashion is in my DNA. My mom, dad have always been into fashion. I am actually a third generation seamstress. So my grandmother used to make clothes. And my mom came in and started making clothing. And then it's just coming up, honestly, my mom really coached us on using fashion to tell a story. So it's kind of a way that we can communicate to you. So I often say,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I often say how people put words together to create a paragraph. I can put clothes together and create a sentence. I can let you know who I am.
Come on, Traci. Come
where I'm
on.
going, what I got going on, just by my clothing alone. So fashion has always been there. Now how I got here, that was God. I think it started as a dream, and then when I realized that the dream was actually a vision from him. So this is like him saying, this is what I have for you. All you have to do is get there.
And what age did this start?
I would probably say that started at about 21.
Okay.
Like in high school.
Okay. And
elementary, high school, I was always that girl.
Perfect.
With the clothing.
And when did you start here? Like, when did you start your own business?
I started Meow Barks here in San Marco 15 years ago.
Wow, it's been that long? Y'all, I've been shopping in here that long.
I have to ask you, because I am a New Yorker and because you're stylist, so it's just a profile. It's everything. You stay with the times, and it never goes out, and you just keep with everything that's current. Are you from Jacksonville, Florida?
I am born and raised, but my mom is from South Carolina.
Okay.
Her sisters went up north.
Okay.
So
it's all in the DNA.
The aunties.
Yes, the aunties went up north. My mom followed my dad to Jacksonville.
Okay.
But
That's
definitely,
That's all good.
I used to say all the time, she knew she was supposed to go to New York. She knew I was supposed to be up in New York making things
But
happen.
if it's in you, it's in you. No
It's
matter,
in you.
it doesn't matter where you're from, it's where you at in your mind. So you got this, Traci.
So you made your own seat at the table and your own fashion institute right here.
Yes.
Right
And
here.
I'm happy to be here because we have some of the most fashionable people in Jacksonville. I just think sometimes we don't have the culture to support it, but we are always ready to get a great look when it's time for us to go out of town, or when it's time for Monique's parties, pool
definitely.
party. When it's time for us to pop out, like Kendra say, we're gonna pop out, and you're
All
gonna
the time.
know that we are there just by our fashion alone.
So you have your own boutique, and do you sell online as well?
We do. We actually, prior to COVID, we had our San Marco location. Then when COVID came, we were actually at the town center.
Yes, you were.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
you were.
From the town center, we came back here when COVID hit. And then that's when online blew up for us, honestly. Right. It went into a different direction. So within the past 4 years, we've been online only and doing curbside pickups here in Jacksonville. Okay. But we're ready to reopen. So like this September, we're going to reopen our San Marco location. Because we're excited. We're ready.
I'm so glad. Back. It's so
I'm
beautiful.
I'm ready to see my customers. I'm ready to talk. I'm ready, because honestly, I feel like this is my ministry as well. Because, women come in. I could be having a bad day. Someone's going to come in, lift my spirits. Someone will come in. I can see what's going on. I've never
seen you with a bad spirit. She's always had a smile on her face. She's always had a smile on her face.
Well,
the whole time I've known her.
Yeah. So I think it's time for me to get back into that envision that God has. Like I still have some more work to do, some more things to do, and I'm excited to be doing it here.
I'm excited that you're going to reopen because this is a staple.
With the reopening, what is different? Because every time we kind of either take a break or we change spaces or places, even when we move in apartments or houses, there's something different about the nuance of the relaunch. Yeah. So what are you relaunching into now?
Oh, look at you. Look at Monique.
I'm curious. Because I see so many things that's different from the first time, of course, of visiting you. I see the style. The style is different, but it's always chic. It's always been chic. But it just seems like something else is happening here with you.
Okay, look at Monique. She just reads people.
And unique, yes.
Well, what we have coming up is we're going to have some midnight shopping. Yes. So my age group, we kind of came in where we were hanging out. Every Friday, we were following your husband, DJ Dr. Doom, where he was at from Soho to everywhere. Now he's at Burrito Gallery. Like, we're trying to get there. Yeah. But, we want things to do that's within our safe space with music and people that we love. Right. So we're going to start doing some midnight shopping. That's hot. Either we can come in at 9, we can come in at 12. We are getting a bar at the back of the store.
Oh, I'm in. I was going to say,
Monique.
You should have started with the bar. Little snacks and bar, whatever.
Monique just going to pull it out of me. And we're going to have some
I
shirtless men. Serving us drinks. Now, they're going to be younger.
She's been watching
that Hot Topic. What?
They're going to be younger. So we're not going to be enticed, but we're going to be able to have some fun and just enjoy each other, uplift each other, and take the shopping experience to the next level. I am so excited that I'm still here. 15 years. Entrepreneurship is definitely, it's not easy.
For the women and the men, but definitely for the women.
Yeah, you have to get up and hustle each and every day. So what I'm seeing is now the little girls that used to come in with their mom are now shopping. And it's like, you can't have the same shopping experience your mom had. So Meow Barks, we have to elevate. We have to come up with something different. You're going to have to come in here, get a different feel. Get a little eye candy over there from the little youngster over there. So I'm really excited.
Putting it out there. I love that.
You felt that because that energy
I could see. And this is the place for it because remember you had a DJ here before?
Yes,
she had a DJ. So this is the spot for it.
Yes.
This is that vibe.
I asked many years ago, and I kind of remember but don't remember. The name Meow Barks is so different, unlike anything you've ever heard before, because you would never relate that to clothing or boutique.
Never.
Tell everyone where the name came from.
Oh my goodness. Y'all want the truth?
We want all the truth.
Okay. I was young, so I used to do men and women clothing. Okay. So female Meow Barks was for the guys. But I was also dating a guy who was a dog. Okay. So it was just like, you little, let me throw that out. And so it was kind of like a play on Venus and Mars.
Okay.
It was like,
that's some dope metaphor.
I know. Because I was young. You know how we were young. We started floating into different things.
Just a little.
And it was like, I wish at that time that I always thought like men and women were the same. I thought that we were human. I thought we were wired the same. But it's just like the way that we look at men and women now, like we know that we're totally two different beings all
Yeah.
together. So it's just like a little play on words. And I wish somebody would have told me that
That
he
was
wasn't feeling what I was
super
feeling,
smart.
that he was going to run a Boston on me. But I came
Yeah.
out and I'm still
you,
here.
You came out and you got the name that lasted.
Right. And of course, I wanted to change it. But you know,
no, we
we're
love
not sticking with
this.
it. Yeah,
No,
we're not
we
sticking
love
with it.
this name. Please don't change it.
Thank you. But yeah, he kind of, you know, he said this little thing on me, but I came out clean. I'm back.
That's right. Some of the worst things bring out the best experiences.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it was so long ago. So big ups to him. It's no hard feelings.
All good. We got
Yeah.
the good
Yeah,
name
we
out
got
of him.
We got something out of you.
Yeah.
We got the
we
good,
did.
good name
We
out of
did.
him.
We learned a
That's
lot too.
so female entrepreneurship. So you've been here this long. What do you give what advice do you give other people about staying in the game? Of course, believing in God, but what else? Like, what else can you give everyone to make them stay with their belief and keep it going, no matter what? Just keep it going.
I remember starting, people would say, if you build it, they will come, meaning the building. Like, all you got to do is get the building. But I think now it's about the community. So when you build community,
Absolutely.
when you get those girls, when you get those customers, when you get your tribe, and you know, like, who they are, like, I get a piece in, I know this is Kira. Kira sent me a request for something. Gee, I knew it was Kira. She had a Kira brand. Like, I know who she is, what she has going on. So I would say just build your community and be honest with your community and transparent. And when things are not going your way, like, it's okay to let them know, like, hey, this is what's going on. You know, certain customers I have, like, if we're having sales days and these ladies have supported me, I'm going to go in, send them a coupon, send them a treat, you know, but you have to know who your people are in order to cater your business in that way. And sometimes, because relationships are important, and even internet relationships, because sometimes you're like, hey, I'm going to throw this email out there, I'm going to put this on Instagram, and they're going to come flocking. But I have one client who's our top client actually online, and she's in Oakland, California.
Wow, shout out to the West Side.
California, and it's like, I know her inside and out.
Nice.
Like, you know, I'm telling her good morning, and not because it's good for business, but because it's just good for my soul.
Right.
That's right.
So when people are like, what is hustling or what your business is, like, what keeps you going, taking care of my customers, making sure that I'm present, that's what keeps me going.
That's
so community is huge.
It's key.
Yes, it is.
That's you all the way. That is you up and down. Yes,
I love that. And I know Kira talked about some things you've done in the past with having a DJ, and you've had some private sip and seas as well. Tell everyone about some of the celebrity sip and seas that you've had here.
Right. So we've had, well, you know what? Since COVID kind of got everything so jaded, but we've had Marlo Hampton from the Real Housewives. We've had K. Michelle. We've had the girls come through. We even had are y'all familiar with DJ Shab?
Yes.
DJ Shab. This was like in the beginning of his career with Sheldon. They brought Tiana Taylor through.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, she came through. Cynthia had cut her hair.
Yes.
So it's just like when the promoters come in, I can say that about the city. They are good about bringing the artists through. Now, sometimes we'll get the artists being honest, where they're not makeup ready, and sometimes they don't want to take a photo. And I'm fine with that because I think I attract that. I think I attract people at their authentic, so I don't know who I'm dealing with, so I can be of service to them, whether it's clothing, spiritual, or anyway. So I'm missed out on some really good photo ops. Because with Tiana Taylor, I was like, girl, we gotta get this photo. But she was having a day. So so I was just like, whoa. But yeah, and we had Slick Rick come through. And I got Slick Rick the Roulette. And he was draped up and weighted up
all the time.
Here,
Oh, he always.
So that was a beautiful thing. Too. So Jacksonville definitely has been good to us. We had a Chrissy when it was like Love and Hip Hop. Oh, I miss her.
Chrissy from Harlem.
Yes. Look at y'all.
That's my homegirl.
What part of New York are you from?
Harlem, Lenox Terrace.
Chrissy is one of my best homegirls' best friends. So
so
know all of them.
We always love a New York girl. New York is it's like Atlanta and New York are always fighting for like 2 and 3. Of course, Jacksonville is number 1. But our New York customers, I have one New York customer. If she's watching, Claire, Tart. She will call me, and I'll be like, Claire, don't try me.
Shout out to Claire from the NYC.
Call her some more. Call her some more, Claire.
She be trying to take me away. She was like, I just had on something, and I was in the hallway, and somebody was like, where you got that from? And I told them from a boutique in Jacksonville.
Say, give me all of it.
She was like, they were like, what in the hell is she doing in Jacksonville? You know, so she always tried to, she's like, you need to come to New York. You need to come up. But we do pop-ups in New York. Actually, we're headed to DC September 21st. Okay. So if you ladies are in the DMV area, we're going to be at the Creator Summit, so you can come out and shop. So that's same thing with community. We have so many customers in the DC and Maryland area. So I was just like, I want to be able to get these girls to come in and actually touch and feel the clothing. Okay. So yeah, we're excited about going up there.
So talking about all these different spots, but New York is number one to me. New York Fashion Week. What would you suggest, like for New York Fashion Week, even just to hang out, not just going to the parties, like being in the vibe, the feeling? Like, what would you suggest for people to wear?
Okay, definitely for New York Fashion Week, you do have to come with the statement pieces. So whether it's sequins or whether it's fur, it's fringe, whether it's tulle, it has to have some type of movement. It has to speak to them. It has to let them know that you went above and beyond for this event. And you do that with texture. Texture lets you know, like for instance, today I was like, because I'm always wearing my hair like straight and not
beautiful. She got some beautiful hair too. Her hair is amazing.
You know, so but the respect for you guys was to make sure that it was a bejeweled hat. Yes. That it came in with the sequins.
This is beautiful.
It's just like sometimes in fashion, like the respect for the individuals and for that fashion week is how hard you go. So so I would definitely suggest bringing in more texture, whether that's fringe, sequins, and all of that good stuff. But yeah, we miss fashion week. Me as a business, we would go and do a pop-up shop where we actually had Marlo Hampton do a pop-up shop in Soho. And shout out to Cream of Nature. Wow. They supported us. Cream of Nature.
Nice. Factories right here.
Yeah, right here. So and shout out to Nia Golson. She actually was the director of marketing at that time. So she actually sponsored and put that together for us. And so we're always vending with Essence Fest. Right. So New York Fashion Week in the past, we've been under the Brooklyn Bridge, we've been over the Dumbo, all that good stuff. So building community is what is like the vehicle for Meow Barks. And we go where our customers go, we get to where they are. So
So all of your, give us all of your Instagram, websites, is everything connected? What do people have to go to different ones, or can we just go to one and just click on everything?
Yeah, you can actually go to our website, meowbarksboutique.com. Our Instagram is listed there, but it's at Meow Barks Boutique. If you Google us, we're there. Because of the name, it's so easy
like
to
Michelle
find
said,
us.
Just
but
Google me, baby.
Just
Google me, baby.
No, but we try to make it easy, and that was one of the reasons why we couldn't let go of the name. Is because we have
Please don't.
And worked so hard.
Please don't. That's a good name.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna create something coming up,
like a sister to it, something like that.
You should. Maybe a flat auntie that's like, I don't know,
being that you said some of the parents had their children now, those children are now shopping with you. Yeah, that would be perfect.
And that is so crazy, because as I'm aging, I like Traci and that's it. And then they come in here with this Miss Traci, and I'm like, girl, listen.
Aging gracefully. Look at her.
She's
aging gracefully. She's all beautiful.
Traci is fine. Don't come here with that Miss Traci foolishness. But hey, it's all good.
So with the staple of the name Meow Barks, and I know that you do so much behind the scenes and you go so many places, that name is so unique. Your brand is so unique. You are so unique. Have you ever thought about branching out to the other cities that show you that same love when you pop up?
We do. We actually have a showroom in Atlanta, in Buckhead. So we've had that showroom for a while. So we go up to our clients there, like we have a client, or if it's a busy weekend, like for instance, if Best Fest is there this weekend, so we're going to be up there this weekend. And last year we did in Best Fest. So whenever there's something going on, and then I also do styling. So if I have a job or something going on, but I think the next years for us kind of look like we're going to start doing residencies.
Okay.
For the season. So, for instance, instance, with us going up to DC in September, we're really scouting out our market and figuring out like do they need us here for spring and summer, because spring and summer is our personally that's our personal
favorite. It's that feel because we're here. It's always spring and summer here.
Yes, it's like we're Florida girls. You know, no one can do spring and summer like Florida
us.
Girls. So we're thinking about maybe 3-month residency. What does that look like? What does a 6-month residency look like? So just being mobile, but stay a little bit longer than just a weekend, which is normally 48 hours for us. And we're out the city, which is a good thing.
It is.
So doing that, how would you leave your content here? Would you have someone run it here because you are going to reopen? So what would you do?
Yeah, we have a team of girls.
Okay.
Last time that we were fully stocked, we had 3 girls. Here we had a manager. So we're gonna make sure that Jackson.
So we're gonna put it down. Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna make sure that we have our girls here
because
really
we want to shop. Look at this
one. So my next question, I had to bring this over because this is so me. I would, and it's like between roaring 20s and just chic and a little bit of Jackie O at the cocktail hour.
Oh, Jackie O.
Okay, that's right. That's right.
She was a stripper. She was a rapper.
She's a rapper.
Oh, that Jackie O. I mean the president. So right there.
Yeah. The other Jackie O.
Other Jackie O. So give us a couple of ladies that you have not had the opportunity that we can tag for the show. That you have like you see now and you're like, oh, I got to dress her.
I got to consult her. Who would you love to consult right now?
Who would I love to dress? Of course, Beyonce.
Okay.
Love freaking Beyonce.
That's your girl.
And honestly, I would put Kamala over.
Did you hear that?
I think Kamala needs
Kamala.
So the vice president.
She is always good in a great suit.
Yes.
But I think when you're
she needs to spice it up a little.
And we need to know that she's for us, and we know that she is. But when you're a girl's girl, you kind of do things in color. So we're normally used to seeing her in gray suit, burgundy, green.
I've seen
I
some
think you should
beautiful
just
suits
pop out
in
and just design her pink and green with
send it to her.
some feathers in it.
Send it to her.
So I'm excited, but that is something I'm watching. I'm excited to see where she goes with this campaign with her fashion. Because once again, fashion is a language, and it's how you communicate and build your community and pull people in. I know that they're doing the Converses and Pearls the 20th of every month.
Right.
So I think today is 12 or it's coming up. So she's getting into the fashion thing with her sorority, but outside of the Divine Nine, I think she has a base that we want to see some things too.
We want more. A little bit more.
Bring a little bit of that Michelle Obama in here, where she's just like she was nasty. It's everything.
Yes. Michelle Obama is everything. I actually last year she was on tour, and I seen her in San Francisco, and I was such a groupie. I went right over to see her in LA too. I was like,
that's not being a groupie. That's not being a groupie.
So it was such a beautiful thing. It was like Michelle Obama, and in San Francisco she had Traci Ellis, and then in LA it was Oprah. And so I went with my husband to the San Francisco, but he's not a groupie. So that one at Oprah, it was just me by myself. But I laughed like so
full and inspired.
And you need that for your soul. It feeds you.
When you have a woman that has did some things and touched some things, like you have to be around that energy. So yeah, Michelle Obama is everything. And I'm actually looking forward to, with the DNC being this week, she is speaking. So I'm ready for that.
She's speaking tonight.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She's speaking tonight, everyone. She's
we need to go ahead and film that.
When we talk about segueing into good energy and friends, and some people don't even have a lot of friends, but yet the people they do spend that quality time with every now and then, it could be a high school person. It's just like new. And I just wanted to tell you that I think one of the reasons why you've been so successful and have such longevity here is because you don't make enemies. Your name is good. You're very peaceful. Your synergy is wonderful. You can kind of speak to the essence of who you are, even seeing you. And so that's something that I wish a lot more business entrepreneurs, women especially, would exude and embody, because it's like, one day, like Kira just said, we've never seen you like, oh, I'm closed today, I don't feel like coming in. It's always embracing and welcoming. I know I have
even when we're not in the store, when we see her out,
same
Traci
thing.
Is the same way.
I have another friend. I know she calls you for last minute things because she has to fly away all the time. And I've heard you just open up the store and just it's like, hey, like the store's hers.
Yes.
And so this Meow and Barks gives you the home experience, like Mi Casa Su Casa. This is all about, embracing who you are as a culture, but also as my sister. Yes. And so I think that that's a wonderful thing about
this
you.
Is you.
And I always see that. I've never seen you and you've been out of yourself.
Never.
So I wish more of us could practice
and
that.
She's never showy, never out there saying, I own them. She's never like that. She's very humble, very peaceful. You're just, Traci, you got this. Yeah.
And it's God, as you know. And Monique, you're about to make me tear up.
No, but it's true because it's not every day that we give people their flowers. I wish I could come from the station and I would look, I have some right here. But it's not every day that we see that. And sometimes we're so judgmental on our other Black sisters.
Yes, we are.
That we never look for the good. And when something is so good, we're trying to find some type of bad. Like, oh, I didn't like her outfit. Oh,
but
she has
because
an old
of
car.
this,
Just anything that's negative because you don't have that in you. So you keep that spirit, and we'll be here another 15, another 15, another 15. We'll be the old ladies, and we'll have the tea party part.
Okay,
with this section to be, we're having tea and crumpets. So yeah, I love that about you. I love that, and I think that's a blessing for other young entrepreneurs as well. Do you ever volunteer at any of the fashion schools or mentor to any of people that want to be just like you?
Actually, I just ended a 4-week mentorship through Annie Ruth Foundation.
I know what that is. Yeah.
So, and I've been doing that every summer. And then, of course, the girls that work here with me are inspiring outside of retail. One of our managers, which is going to be hard to replace, Janae. But we're going to make sure. I know it's so big. But Janae actually, while she managed here, she was doing social media for other companies. Like that's what she wanted. So I was able to mentor her there. She actually left with a job with Cream of Nature, and she has worked with so many other beauty companies just making things happen. So I always tell them, like, you don't start where I started, you start where I'm at. So I've been able to
love
women, like bring them in. If I could book or shoot with Redline, they're coming in as the assistant, and people are able to see them. And when people know that they work under me, like they know what this comes with, because like we run well-oiled over here with morals, respect,
total morals.
So
talking about like when you're doing your reels and everything, where do you get these models from? Because some people, do they reach out through you on social media, or do you get them from friends or how do you find these models that are on all your reels?
Actually, these girls have been with me, oh my goodness, forever.
Wow.
They were just inspiring models. In Jacksonville, unfortunately, we don't have that type of culture here. But
you show them off good.
Oh, we do.
You show them off really good.
Alana, actually, she's been with me the longest. She was just booked for a commercial with crystals.
Nice.
She has a blonde box with Cream of Nature.
She showed up. Yes, she does.
She just renewed that contract.
Okay.
And she just finished acting school. So with her finishing acting school, we are now elevating our game with our reels, trying to do more acting, and so she can get that feel. And then we have a young lady in Atlanta, Aria. Hey, Aria, because I know she's gonna tune in. She was aspiring actress. She was just on Meet the Browns with Tyler Perry.
Nice.
So when these girls come in, I think the main thing for them is working. And because we work every day to
your reels are everything. Your reels show them off so well. Like if I was an agent, I want her.
Yeah.
I want her because you show off everything, not just the clothes, and you give them this attitude. It's like it's airy and it's
absolutely
fun.
It's
yes.
And it's like when they go in, they're not wasting time because they do it each and every day.
Very professional.
Yeah, and
very
something
professional.
for the models, I tell the models all the time, it's like you have to put time in, because when you go to the photo shoots, it's limited time.
Yes.
So if you got to go there and warm up, you don't have time for that. When you get to a certain level, with makeup artists too, if the editor has to spend an hour editing the pic because you couldn't blend the makeup, they're not going to call you back next time.
They're not.
So you have to invest in, and that's information that I share because it's things that I learned out. So anybody that comes my way,
each one teach one.
Yeah, we have to because sometimes we don't know.
And then,
I remember leaving doing a styling job, and I should have paid a consultant to tell me like what it looks like to be a stylist at a certain level. But I didn't know that they had consultants that would do that. But anyway, I had a lady pull me to the side. She was doing the budget, and she said, "I just want to let you know you left $3,000 on the table for wardrobe."
Wow.
And I was like, "3 what?" She was like, "Yeah, the wardrobe was this, and you bid it at this." You know, so just learning to ask like, what is the budget, or like having a set rate, you sticking with that, coming in high, negotiating low, because if you come in here and you don't know what it is up here.
Some people don't
talk
know
about
that.
glass ceilings.
Some people don't know
There's
that.
glass ceilings at every level of this game, you know. So yeah, just learning those things, and those are conversations that we have around here.
Wow. And it shows in the young ladies that you work with. I've met Alana a couple of times. She went to school, high school with my son.
Oh, I love your son. He's a heartbreaker.
Yes, and she has, she has the same personality like you do. This girl is drop dead gorgeous, but she's not only beautiful on the outside when you see her. It's like, wow, the inside. She just has a wonderful, warm spirit about her, and she also tries to help other people and uplift them as well.
So Traci, you
send it off. I hit on this. I'm so sorry. I didn't need to call him a heartbreaker. But all the girls love your son. He's just the most handsome kid. He's actually been up here. And when he came in, I knew who he was. I was like, "You're Monique's blue son," and he's like, "Oh, how did you know?" I could tell. So he's such a sweet
starring in that movie hasn't helped any because it's really crazy.
A well-mannered guy. So when I call him a heartbreaker, you get to see that the girls see him and be like, he's so
He's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart.
Sorry,
holds himself the right way.
He does.
Learned it from somebody. Well,
yes.
Seeing I lost what I was going to say. I was just like, I'm thinking about how he holds himself.
Thinking about her nephew there,
and I'm thinking about what was he doing in here? Who was he shopping for?
I was thinking that too because I didn't get a big feedback from
That's what I'm thinking about. What was he doing in here?
So,
who was he shopping for?
And I know this is on my Christmas list
all the time.
I have to protect my community.
Yeah,
all the time. Yeah, so I'll send. Traci is just everything with the her attitude. Like, Traci, I saw this. Do you have something like this? And I'll send her a picture of her, a clip, and she'll say, "I don't have that, but I'll have this." So she works with you.
She'll make it work.
What. Like, you make everything work. Thank you. Like, I remember one year I got that harem outfit.
Oh, the red one.
I had to get all of them. I got the black one too. I had to get them all.
And she'll never call your baby ugly.
Oh,
she's like, "Oh, okay, that's that. You really like that? Oh, okay. Well, let me make it work." So she'll accessorize it.
Coordinate.
She's like, "Cause you want all
she'll
this
coordinate.
And it's 90 degrees, but blue. It's okay. We'll work it out." So we're gonna talk about our hot topics. I don't know if you saw the DNC yesterday.
Yes, we had to. Everyone had to see that.
Get it on.
So let's get some of your thoughts on it. I could start with the DNC, then all the messy stuff with Marjorie Taylor Greene, who was talking. She has absolutely no respect for us ladies, women of color, any color that may be. When she spoke on the fact that maybe the eyelashes are getting in the way. To Representative Alexandra Ocasio-Cortez and also to Jasmine Crockett. Which Jasmine Crockett kind of put her in a place.
She did.
With her end statement. And this is what I may have to get a shirt made next week. And it's going to say, bleach blonde, bad built, butch body. The BBBBB. That's what I got out of that.
Jasmine handled her. And she also got that trademark. So you have to get the shirt through her. Did she really? She did. She put it out there that that she was gonna get that trademark. I think she's the star that we need right now, especially for like our age group and our culture, because Trump is so disrespectful. We need for someone to handle him and say some things to him that our moms would say. So having Jasmine there, I saw her speech last night at the DNC. She did get him together. I really loved at the end when she told a story about going to see Kamala. It's her first time. She didn't even know her. She walks in and And she said, Kamala said, like, what's wrong? Or are you okay? I think that's the word. Mm-hmm. And she said that, she just started crying and she started expressing, like, what was going on. And she said, most powerful woman in the world. And I think we're forgetting that. Mm-hmm. The power that she has right now running this race.
That's right.
Most powerful woman in the world right now. She said that she wiped her tears and told her she was right where God wanted her to be. So her speech last night, of course she handled Trump. She came up with something else. Now it's all B's. I think it's bowed, something. We'll have to look that up. But she's so good with the words. But we are so good with the words.
We are. We're quick on it. We're mothers. We're wives.
He got some good ones. He got some good ones now.
Yeah, he got somebody that's gonna let him.
He got some aunties now popping up on him. He doesn't want this.
They're not ready. Like
he doesn't want this.
They're not ready. They're not ready.
He doesn't want any of this.
And so how do you feel about us? And I'm going to claim it. We're getting ready to have our first African-American and first African-American woman president ever. And, in other countries, that's never seen. It never happens. What are your thoughts? Do you think that everyone's going to stand behind her? Do you think that because there's some issues with, Trump with the whole building the wall and how New York, Atlanta, California, there'd be hubs to actually release everyone from other countries. And he's the total opposite of that. So there's some things that we are for and some things that we are against. Where will she waver in the middle?
I think we are ready for her. I think we need her. I think with the women rights being on the board, like, so much going on there where you have, like, being honest, like, Trump wants to control the birth canal, and, like, you don't get to own that. You are not God. So to have her come in, like, we need that representation. And I think he set it up for this. So I think at the end of this, when she wins, he is going to be so devastated with himself because he did this. I think with the takeover on the Capitol, I think he divided his party.
Absolutely.
He doesn't understand
the crap.
How people love this country. So when you have me wanting to root for you because you're an asshole or go for this country that most people here have fought for this country, if we didn't fight in the military, we still fought for this country.
And we're still fighting every day.
So he is dividing. He is dividing the crap from the crap.
Right. And I think the party that was with him is so, within our culture, we think, like, how can we divide them? Because within our culture, I feel like we believe in democracy. Like, we feel like, what can we do for others? But I think in some cultures, it's all about them first. But I think once the Capitol situation, he divided, where they're going to go. So now he's facing that, and I think there's some people that's not going to go with him disrespecting
They're not with him now.
Their constitution,
they're not with it
their
now.
capital. So now he has to deal with it.
I think that's one of the reasons why Representative Green felt it was okay to talk about someone's eyelashes. It's okay to say you don't have enough intelligence to even debate me.
He's bringing
because
disrespect.
It's in all the workplaces. It's in everywhere that you turn and you look because they feel that we can say anything because we're getting ready to be back in a position where we're on top.
Right.
But what they did not expect is for us to clap back. They didn't expect those remarks. They didn't expect you're this and you're that. They didn't expect, you want to scratch that from the remarks, and for her to say, well, I'll scratch it, but I'm not going to apologize.
Right.
So, now we're at a point where we're doing everything but getting out of our seats and saying, you know what, maybe you've never had your ass whipped before.
They've never had an auntie come up to them for real.
And we're code switching right in front of them.
We are.
Like, I'm going to talk to you in a professional tone so you know I mean business. And so I know I told you in this tone, but I'm going to also let your ass
get my point
over here.
Over here.
Over
so
here.
The transparency, they've never seen the code switch in front of them. And I think that's what Jasmine Crockett is bringing.
They're used to us just being like, okay.
Oh, yeah, because we believe in democracy.
Okay.
Or we don't want to disappoint our parents and things of that nature.
Too late
so
now.
It's just like, it's transparent. Like,
it's too late
now.
And
it's just like, I've never seen like a winner clown loser. So if we're so bad, if you're the winner, just leave us alone. But you know who we are. So to have a Black woman step in position, that's where she belongs. That's where we belong.
Absolutely.
If we want to get this country back together, we are the ones who can get it back together because nobody loves like my people. Nobody
right.
can dig deep. Nobody can look at you. And if you're doing a dance, I know what elbow you popping, so I can emulate. No one can see the way that we can see. So it's just a beautiful.
I went to a very diverse high school for the humanities, and it was college preparatory high school, predominantly white. And you would see the difference. Dustin Hoffman's daughter went there. I mean, a lot of celebrities, children went there. When they were in trouble, whether it be grades, whether it be issues with smoking or skipping school, the parents would never show up. They would never show up because it was one of those things. Oh, my father's away, my mother's at work, or they're skiing, whatever it may be. But when it's one of us, daddy's not there. Mama's the first person at the door. Now, she may have a belt in one hand and some kind of understanding in the other. Tell me what really happened.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when you want to get something done, and my sons will attest to this, it's like something's going down, call mom.
The moms are there,
call
no
mom,
matter what.
because we're going to get things done. But I think the most hurtful thing about this is it should not be women against women. We're supposed to be doing this together side by side to support each other. But it just shows you how we're constantly being divided. And now it's like it's becoming, we already know, but we don't want to say a black and white issue.
Yeah.
We're going to watch tonight, and we're going to see what happens and take that from there. But it's just one of those things.
Raise your arm again real quick.
Oh,
look at that. That's so beautiful. Show that off. Let's get back to fashion real quick before we leave us. Show that off again real quick. That is so hot. When you went like this, I was like, watching you talk, you could raise your arm. It's so beautiful. You picked a good one tonight.
I have to say, so Kamala will be in office, and we're getting ready for the inauguration. What is Traci Evans going to wear?
Yes.
Ooh.
What are you going to wear?
Wow.
What is Traci?
Because you got the invite. They're telling you, hey, you're invited to come.
Because you're going to send her some clothes. You're going to send her consult. You're consulting her.
Best experience possible, because you want her to look at you and say,
You're consulting her.
What will you wear?
You need to come in with something.
Yeah, 24 hours. You have 24 hours to make a decision.
There will definitely be something all red. Like do it for the blood.
Ooh.
Ancestors.
I love it.
Family. It would definitely, red is for the blood.
Okay.
Yeah, so definitely all red because it was them that's gonna get us to this moment. It's them that pushes us. When I think about the best and the best of us made it over here, when I hear the stories and they're like the people that, couldn't make it, that jumped at sea and different things of that nature. So when I know that like we're the best of the best, and then when I'm watching the Olympics, we're the best of the best. When you see Quincy Hall coming back through the so you gotta do it for the blood. You gotta do it for the blood. So all red, Traci, all red. Definitely, probably like some bronze shoes, that brown in there.
Okay.
But all red, all day.
All red.
Okay, so we have a great start.
Pearls or diamonds?
I would probably do pearls.
Okay.
Do I have on pearls?
You do.
Yeah.
Pearls.
You know why?
Pearls.
Dresser pants. I'm wearing a dress.
Okay.
Definitely, but pearls. I always wear pearls. And I often tell, because I have a son that's 19, I always tell him I left home a lady. Now, how I return depends on who I run into in these streets. So when I get someone coming up with a little Trump attitude, no, I left a lady. But I will code switch and handle you. So pearls are my thing. So I think pearls tell a story. That's what my mom would say.
Red,
pearls
are nice.
I love it.
Beautiful.
Okay, because if you was on the stand, you'd handle it just the same as Jasmine.
Yes, I would. Oh, and if I was off the stand, I would be Jackie O from Miami.
The rapper.
Ah.
Okay, the rapper.
So as we close out the show, we always like to leave some type of advice. It could be something we saw today. It could be something that we're feeling. It could be an inspiration. It could be a thought or a word. What would you have for everyone that's watching in our closing?
I would say go for it. Two things. I would say transform the word dream to vision.
Okay.
Stop calling it a dream.
Okay.
It's real. It's a vision. It's something that God has given to you. It's there. We just have to get there. You got to put in the work to get there. And then when I say go for it, I just want to thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Because you ladies have been around with the fashion, the style. I mean, the music, the culture. fly girl here.
Oh yeah. She's original fly girl.
Original fly girl.
Yes.
Tupac, all this.
Yes.
I'm like, girl, you was in this process. Let me just touch you. Get it.
Yes.
Touch you. So for y'all, whatever this vision was to create this, like we need this. We need to showcase the best talent, and we need to show what's going on in the city. But I know y'all will be outside of the city doing other things.
Absolutely.
Because this show is so good. I see that, and I know that's a part of the vision. But just thank y'all so much. Thank you, Kira, for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Monique for sewing into me, giving me my flowers,
Absolutely.
telling me to see me. That's been a beautiful thing. And I'm so thankful. I'm about to cry because I don't want it to end, but it's just been such
hopefully everyone, hopefully we'll be back for the grand opening. We'll be able to do our show live here, and we will be back for the fashion show and just everything new that she's doing. The BestTeas want to be the BestTeas.
Oh yes,
the BestTeas want to be the BestTeas.
Listen,
and we don't want to miss anything that's happening here because this is big and this
Traci's spot is everything for real.
You can find me 1537 San Marco Boulevard, and then also online, meowbarksboutique.com. And thank y'all so much for the love and support. I receive it.
And she wears it well.
She does. It's all the time.
Thank you. We'll see you next week on the BestTea Show. 2 BestTeas.
1 hot sip.
Bye-bye.